Welcome to the Spiritual Principles Made Practical podcast. I'm your host, Scott Friedman, and today we're going to talk about truth and the power of truth to make itself known. And I've long had a phrase that I've really loved, which is that you can run from the truth and you can hide from the truth, but the one thing you'll never be able to do is escape the truth. It will hunt you down, right? And, when we build our lives and our understanding and everything on truth, we have a solid foundation. And when we build it on lies and misconceptions and falsehoods, then it is built on a crumbling foundation, and it won't survive the test of time. And one of the things that certainly has survived the test of time is the fact that we create our lives with our thoughts. And certainly, going back a couple thousand years to Marcus Aurelius was saying that, and who knows how many years before that, but that wisdom has survived more than 2,000 years. And so I would say it definitely qualifies as having survived the test of time. And one of the things that I think is the truth is that, and I'm really confident of it. I mean, there's not much doubt in my mind is that what the world really needs now is an understanding that the only power that satisfies is power over ourselves. And you see it all the way from, Putin wanting to, reconstitute the USSR, to bullies on the internet, to bullies on the schoolyard. Every bully is a coward. And what is motivating the bullying is this feeling of um, having no power and this feeling powerless. And so what happens is that people start to blame other people for feeling powerless. They feel if they can have power over other people, that's going to satisfy that. But I promise you, if Hitler had taken over the whole world, it wouldn't have been enough for him because he wasn't exercising power over himself, right? He was using drugs to deny himself. And but once we have power, so I'll give you an example of power over ourself is that when one great example is Gandhi, because he meditated every day. He was very invested in knowing himself and having power over himself. And what happened is that he inspired all kinds of people, and so he people when he accepted and cared for people of different religions, he inspired other people to do the same. So it was a matter of when we exhibit power over ourselves, uh, people want to say, hey, I want some of that peace of mind, some of that access to the wisdom that we have, some of that resilience and faith and belief in ourselves. All of that is part of having power over ourselves. And the more that we have power over ourselves, the more other people want to emulate us, and the less we want to have power over them. And that's the wisdom and understanding, and in my opinion, the truth that the world is in desperate need of now, because we have, like I say, bullying going on from heads of countries all the way down to children on the schoolyard, and it's just it doesn't need to be that way. And I want to have a world that has, if it has any bullying at all, much less than there is today, and that it's widely recognized as being curable by gaining power over ourselves. Because, like I say, when we have power over ourselves, we have no desire to have power over other people. We might want to inspire them with our example, but that's a lot different than threatening them or offering them power. You see that a lot in government, right? Where, politicians, they want power, but no matter how much power they have, it's not enough. Even when they become president, right? They're not satisfied with how much power they have because, again, they're not exerting power over themselves, and that the wholeness that they are. And because they're not exerting power over themselves, they feel powerless and are trying to gain power over other people. And so they try to bribe them, try to threaten them, um, try to, sue them, do anything they can to um, manipulate them. And so that's a piece of truth that I feel is going to find its way to being known more and more because I believe that truth has a power all of its own and that it will make itself known and understood. And and so I think one of the things that we can do is we can be an example of having power over ourselves, of understanding that um, we have tremendous strength within us, and the more that we acknowledge and accept that strength within us and use it to uh, choose to engage in behavior that's uplifting to us and other people, the more people are going to want to do that. And the more people that do that, the less they're going to want to be bullies and try to have power over other people. So we do have the ability to change the world. And so one of the things that I invite you to do is to contact me and we can share win-win experiences about how we've used our power over ourselves to create circumstances where everybody's better off. And you can email me at scottfriedman40@gmail.com and we'll do a podcast on your story of win-win and it'll inspire other people, but it'll also help you, me, and everybody else identify win-win solutions. I mean, not only all the win-win solutions are there. They've all been in existence. It's just a matter of us focusing on them and implementing them. And it is a matter of will and stuff. And the more that we identify and implement win-win solutions, the more that we believe that, and the truth, again, the truth, that they're always in existence waiting for us to recognize and implement them. So contact me and we'll do a podcast. I also do thought coaching because, like Marcus Aurelius said, we create our world with our thoughts. And this is ancient wisdom, but it is as true now as it ever was. And I do thought coaching to help people become more aware of what your thinking is and the power and choice you have to choose which thoughts you're going to act on and which thoughts you're not going to act on. And that gives us real freedom. And my books are available on Amazon. You can find links to them on my website, www.thoughtcoachingbyscott.com. Okay, I look forward to talking to you. Bye.